We are talking wedding etiquette.
And you were a
now.
gorgeous bride.
Thank you.
You were a gorgeous
You were a lovely
bride.
groom. Yeah, not that I was at your wedding, but I've seen the pictures.
No, you weren't. It was only for close friends.
It was before my time. Anyway, a mum's been ridiculed on social media for the outfit that she chose to wear to her son's wedding ceremony.
The truth is, our wedding was so expensive, I couldn't have afforded to have you there. But there's a reason for that. Anyway, the bride's sister shared these pictures online where people agreed the white dress was totally inappropriate.
So should we stick to tradition? Or do we now live in a more liberal age where anything goes? Let's get some differing opinions on this from event planner Liz Taylor. Good morning to you. She believes wearing white to a wedding is bang out of order. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile... psychotherapist Emiliana Silvestri there thinks guests should be able to wear what they want. But Emiliana, it's a wedding, it's a big... And if you've paid the sort of money that Liz Taylor's charging, you would want the extravagance. You'd want to be able to do exactly what you want, wouldn't you?
You're only saying that because you haven't paid the bill.
Yes, Amelia?
Hi there. Hi. Yeah, well, first of all, what's the wedding about?
Well, it's about the couple. What's the wedding about? It's about the couple.
The wedding's about love. And what you're talking about is ego. So that's what I'm concerned about. Why is the reason we can't wear a white dress if we're a guest to a wedding? Anyone can tell me why the reason is?
Well, because the bride wants all the attention.
Can we boost the sound here, please? I can't hear anything. Or put it in my ear or something. Yeah. Sorry,
okay.
Isabel.
Yeah, so I think the point is what I'm trying to make is that what you're all talking about is ego, which is the opposite of what a wedding is about, which is love. It shouldn't matter what anyone wears to a wedding. The last wedding I went to, the bride wore a patterned dress, wedge shoes. My friend turned up in shorts and trainers. Everybody had a wonderful day. Nobody was worried about who was wearing white. There were two people there in white dresses. I actually texted the bride yesterday. She said she didn't mind at all. She wasn't worried about being upstaged because she's secure in herself. And I think what you're all talking about is ego and insecurity. And everyone's getting a bit...
Well, Liz Taylor, do you accept that? Do you think this is egotistical to try and follow tradition that, I mean, originally started in the church, didn't it? The purity of wearing white for the bride because she was believed to still be a virgin. It's tradition.
Isabel, I think it's disrespectful. I think most brides have been planning their wedding seriously or not seriously forever. You know, some come to me with files like this with hundreds of pictures, and every bride wants to wear most brides want to wear a white wedding dress. And you know that saying, a daughter's a daughter all of your life, a son's a son till he meets his wife. And I think it's all about being respectful. And no middle-aged woman with respect is going to look brilliant in a white dress. We all want to wear the gorgeous colours out there, peach and corals and reds and blues. And I've just done 2 weddings. I was in Barbados 2 weeks ago at Lone Star, where we did a celebrity wedding. And then I was back in Mallorca last weekend, where we did another wedding. And the bride looked magnificent in white. And the mother of the groom looked magnificent in the colour. And I think it's unfair to wear a white dress, whether you're a guest or whether you're the mother of the groom at somebody's wedding.
But you see, Elizabeth, this is the problem. You know, as a man, most men wouldn't be aware of rules or what. You know, I never see engagement rings. People go with engagement rings and I never see, but yet women will see an engagement ring straight away.
A ring, yeah.
Well,
yeah, I don't really see... First of all, I don't really understand why you say middle-aged women can't wear white dresses. I'm not sure what that's about. I think any age woman can wear any dress she wants. But I think the point here is that if somebody wants to wear a white dress to a wedding, I don't understand why it's hurting the bride. Can you tell me why it's hurting the bride?
Well, first of all, I didn't say that middle-aged women can't wear white dresses, but I just said there are some wonderful colours out there. So there are wonderful designers, wonderful styles. A wedding is a very special one-off occasion, and everyone wants to look and feel gorgeous. And I don't think it's necessary to wear white. I think a bride traditionally wears white, and that should be her moment and it should be her colour. And I don't think that we need to... It's not an argument, it's an opinion. And if I went to a wedding, I wouldn't wear a white dress out of respect for the bride.
Emiliana, can I just...
Why? So the bride isn't offended? Because if we're talking about being offended, that's got nothing to do with love. And I think that people are missing the point of wedding. I like you said...
A wedding is about tradition. It's about love and tradition. It's about planning. A lot of people invest whatever amount of money. in
But Amelia,
in the special way.
Everyone that attends that wedding should be able to wear whatever they feel comfortable in and whatever makes them feel good. And if the bride loves
We're not saying that they can't. They can wear whatever they want. You're asking me if I think the mother of the groom should wear white. And I'm saying, out of respect for the bride, I think there are other choices out there for the mother of the groom to look just as wonderful and feel just as fabulous at this wedding and at this lovely event. Sorry,
may
Isabel.
I step in? No, it's fine. We love a row. I just want to ask you, Emiliana, when you talk about it being the ego potentially of the bride, saying no one else can wear white, is it not the ego of the mother to say, I'm wearing white at my daughter-in-law's wedding? Should she not be putting her ego aside and saying, I want a relationship, let me just finish if I may, I want a relationship with my new daughter-in-law. I don't want to alienate her from the outset. So perhaps it would be nice to defer to her on her big day.
It's possible that the mother of this lady didn't know that she was wearing a white dress that was offensive. It's possible she didn't know that this was offensive.
Yeah.
If she did it deliberately, that's a different conversation of why she tried to upset this lady, the bride. But if she was doing this innocently and now she's been attacked online for wearing a dress that were no mean intentions, I think that's really unnecessary and unkind. Yeah. And my point I'm trying to make is weddings become about the bride and we mustn't upset the bride. And it all becomes about this ego, and it's acceptable for the bride to have whatever she wants. And the 200 people that actually spend a lot of money to get to these weddings and take a lot of time out of them, find childcare and all this kind of stuff that people have to find. Why can't they just wear what they want and have a lovely day? And this is about love. It's not about she's wearing that and she's wearing that. It's about love and friendship. And that's the only thing weddings should be about. And until we start questioning, why can't we do this? Or we're not thinking about what weddings are actually about, which is just everybody being together to celebrate two people finding each other. That's it.
Elizabeth, Emiliana feels very strongly about this, partly because she's getting married later this year, which we'll talk about shortly. But it must be very, very stressful for you. In many ways, you're like a counsellor or something, that people offload all their gripes and grievances to you.
Oh,
you
I bet
absorb
you were a
that.
nightmare.
Was I a nightmare, Elizabeth? Was I a nightmare?
Absolutely not, Eamon. But you were lucky to be there.
Punching I was. But you're there to take away a lot of the sting. I mean, do you find that there is a lot of stress and tensions that someone like yourself can deal with? And with the big celebrity weddings that you do, I mean, goodness me, does money really pay you for it at the end of the day?
No, probably not. And as you know, Eamon, I've been in this business since 1986. You were talking about autobiographies before, and Isabel, he wrote the foreword to my biography during lockdown, which has got all the bits and pieces in it. But it's not about money. This conversation that we're having is not about money. It's not about stress. Some people choose to use a planner because they want somebody else to have the responsibility. They want someone else to take the stress and strain, and they want somebody to bring their vision to life. They say, this is what I'd like. How do I do it? And it's big business. But this is about, and as Emiliana said, and I think probably now I won't be asked to do her wedding after this interview on TV News. I don't think you should be using it. But as she said at the very beginning, it's about love. And it's about respect. And wherever you travel, you are being entertained by a host and hostess who are paying for the wedding, whether it be the parents, whoever's paying for the wedding. And I just think it's about being considerate. A bride's dress, and you may not be getting married in white, Emiliana, I don't know, but a bride's dress is white. People spend months and months and months going out looking for a dress.
Well, let's hear what Emiliana is going to be married in, and what your plans are, what your stresses are, and when is it going to be, Emiliana?
I don't have any stresses because I don't think that stress and wedding goes together. I would absolutely ask this wonderful lady to prepare my wedding if I want a big lavish wedding. Absolutely. It's just not what I need, because for me, a wedding day isn't about the day. It's about the rest of my life and just having a good time with my friends. I'm getting married in trainers. My partner might wear shorts. He doesn't know. And it's all very relaxed and chilled. And a lot of the weddings I go to are like that. And I just don't see why it's a big deal. I actually had a family friend when I was growing up who the son was getting married, and the female family wanted all the males of that side to wear light grey suits. But the grandfather had incontinent and wasn't able to wear a light grey suit for that reason. So they asked if they could go darker. The bride and that family said no. My friends didn't go to the wedding and didn't see their son ever again until actually the lady was on her deathbed 20, 30 years later. And it actually ended the relationship, and nobody went to the wedding. And it was really, really sad. And I think that weddings shouldn't have all this stress related to them about who's going to wear what. I think everybody should be free.
You have a happy one. You have a happy and long one. I hope it goes very, very well for you. Could have been worse, Liz. They could have been wearing light blue suits, I suppose.
Yeah. I know. I was there in 99. I did the party in I think it was Moscow.
I hope you're not doing any parties, any blue parties at the minute, are you?
As if I would share this on national television. As if you wouldn't.
I know. Always a red. Thank you very much, Liz.
Thank you, Emiliana, as well. And I just have to say very quickly, my mother-in-law's just got in touch, who, by the way,
Sharon,
wore a lovely silver dress to our wedding. No one, exclamation mark, should ever wear white to a wedding. I presume besides the bride. But, we have a great friendship and relationship. And she looked
Sharon's was very like white. It was.
I never said anything of the sort. It was silver and it was beautiful. She looked wonderful. Anyway, thank you, Sharon.
Always look wonderful, Sharon.